I was right. I was right more than I knew I was right. I told you that Schiffty Adam Schiff, Pencilneck, was playing games with this memo of his. He's got a 10-page response memo to the Devin Nunes memo, and the House Intelligence Committee voted it out today. They voted to release it. Now, I think there's something that's not. This is a trick. There are one of two things. Either Schiff never expected this thing to be released, or he had some other reason, because they can't refute the Nunes memo. The Nunes memo is the truth. The Nunes memo is fact. But Schiff and the Democrats felt the need to respond to it because it's damaging. So now that memo is up at the White House, and just as with the Nunes memo, there are 5 days that Trump has to decide whether to declassify it. We're now being told that this shifty little pencilneck included information pertaining to sources and methods. That cannot be published. That violates national security, gives away trade secrets. It is being said that Schiff included those things precisely because he wanted them redacted so that the Democrats can then say that Trump is denying the public the chance to see everything in the Democrats' memo. In other words, it's typical slime by a bunch of slime dwellers led by Adam Schiff. The whole thing is a gambit. Has nothing to do with the substance of the Nunes memo. Back to the phones. Martin in Gillette, Wyoming. It's great to have you on the program, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, Rush. Thank you very much.
You bet.
This whole memo the Democrats are putting out, they want us to believe it and basically, are trying to tell us the Republicans are lying. If there's nothing to the Republican memo, why did it take a year to get the documents to them? If there was nothing in it, they would have handed them over immediately. But, they've stonewalled us the whole time.
Right. And if there's nothing to it, why work so hard to prevent it? If there's nothing to it, let everybody see it and mock it, make fun of it, expose it as a fraud if that's what it is. But they didn't do that.
Nope. So they're just, another whatever it is they're doing, trying to convince people they're the ultimate good people when they're actually.
That's not what they're trying to do. They don't really care about that. What they're trying to do, what Schiff is trying to do with this memo, is confound Trump. This is not the Democrats thinking they've got the true version of events, and their memo spells it. They know the Nunes memo is true. They're trying to limit the impact of the Nunes memo by calling it into question. All they have to do, you all have to remember this. The mainstream media is just waiting for any Democrat anywhere to do or say anything that will allow them to report that critics say X. So all Schiff has to do here is basically get his memo voted out of the committee. Or all he had to do was say it exists. And then whatever happens, he's gold. If the Republicans won't vote it out, then the Democrats and the media have a narrative. What are the Republicans afraid of? Are they afraid of the truth coming out? Are they afraid that Schiff has exposed Nunes as a liar? So that's one possible narrative. If the Republicans vote it out and it has the chance of being made public, then it goes up and Trump has to pass off. He has to sign off on it. Got 5 days to declassify it. So Schiff, in that case, we're told, has included a bunch of classified information. Sources, methods, the way intel is gathered. He's included that. It has to be redacted. If Trump declassifies it, those secrets have to be covered up and redacted, which will allow the Democrats to say that Trump redacted portions of their memo, which prove that the Nunes memo was not true. All they want is for Trump to redact anything. Put one. They can include a sentence in this memo that Trump's kid smokes dope. Trump would have to redact it. Then they can say, the president is redacting our memo. The president has admitted there are things in our memo he doesn't want you to see. That creates a news narrative that the Republicans want to hide something. So there's no way the media loses, whether the Republicans vote this memo out or not. This is not about, as far as Nunes is concerned, his memo being perceived as the truth. It is about providing the media with a new story that the Republican memo, it is not true, and that the Democrat attempt to get the truth out is being covered up and sequestered. It's just the creation of a story that allows them to keep hammering Trump as dishonest, and that this whole Nunes memo story maybe not be the whole truth and so forth. It's all it is. It's designed to put a roadblock up, to put an obstacle in the way of getting to the real truth about all of this. It's entirely political, in other words. Take a break. Back after this.